Okay, shoot. I'm gonna turn that down just a tad. How is... Oh, wait, shoot. Sorry, hang on. I was listening to some music and I turned my volume all the way up. So the mic is probably right where it needed to be. I hope that's alright. Hope I didn't screw anything up. I had everything somewhat the place I wanted it. Okay. Yo, what's up, guys? I'm Asher. Welcome back to some more Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. Before we start into the side story, because I was gonna do the understanding side story. I want to look through the file just one more time to see if I can open any of the secret ones that I found. And luckily, I wrote them down yesterday on or should I say scratch them, because I used a screw to write them to scratch them off on like a cardboard piece of paper or whatever. Alright, so that looks normal. I'm also curious, like, what is this? Internal note. Rhea is working on setting up a proxy mail server so you can have proper remote communication without having to worry about the higher-ups. Keep everything offline until then. Paula. Remember when everyone was theorizing about, like, Project Libitina or something like that? I think that might be this. Test. I still have no idea what this is. Test cases for a new genetic model. Alright, so what's this? Access keys found so far from tower rotation. Key pair 1 gear 240 clock time 221 a 3-digit. Wait a minute. Hang on. So I wrote that down. Key pair, a 3-digit number combination. 221 has a file in it. I don't know what it says because I don't know if I tried opening it or if I tried opening it. But what if 240, does that have something? Man. Do any of these other ones open up? Okay, so that's not it. Shoot, okay, whatever. Game. These are all codes too. And these look all different, I think. Oh wait, no, never mind. These are the same. So that won't work. I was trying to see, do any of these open up? Saves. Okay, these, I'm assuming these are just the saves that I have in game, so internal 240. Okay, that's got nothing. But remember the other one, 221? Project plan. How do I open it? Is there a way for me to open it? The next one I wrote. Actually, I'll just start from 030. Okay. And then 123. Okay, that won't open. 130. 344. MES text. Okay. Then one I kind of got just from kind of guessing at what numbers they would be, 404 is next. Like a 404 error. DDLC text. Unknown error. Please try again later. Wait, what? Hang on. Is that what it's been saying for the other ones? Okay. I was like, unknown error. Did they just put that in because it's in 404? And then 501 was next. This is so weird. Also, I did write down the certain files that have only 4 folder or 5 in them. See, 54. That's missing 5. 42. That's missing 0. And then 15 was missing 1. There's no 1 file here. Actually, I wonder now, if you go in order, 1... Wait, it said 14. What if that's something? Sorry, I'm interested now. I'm interested to see what these have. So, 15 missed 1. 42 missed 5. And then 54 was missing 0? Or is it the other way around? No, 54 is missing 5. So it goes 105. I'm just trying different things. Okay, so that's that. Unknown file type. Hang on. I'm gonna try something quick. If I go into the game files, Steam games, where? I guess I'm gonna do this manually then. I don't know if you guys can see File Explorer right now, but Steam apps, common, Doki Doki Literature Club. I did poke through the files, like I said in the last one, and I didn't really find anything interesting. Like, I didn't find anything that helped. So I don't know if the files in-game are programmed in, or if they're actually on the computer. Maybe they're not in common. If I go back to, nope, shader cache. Okay, I think that's screenshots. Temporary. Okay, never mind. That's not gonna be. All right, so I think these are unlike the last one. I think these are coded in to the game. So I think these you unlock something later that you can manipulate them. But for right now, you don't really have much of a choice to do much. Well, with that, let's just go right into the side story then. I mean, I didn't really see anything different with those files. I couldn't open them last time. Maybe thought they could maybe open this time. But begin the side story. This is right. Yuri was the next one. I'll turn up the volume a little bit. See, the OBS, I don't know if I'm not sure. A face that seems familiar. Shoot, what was it? The club meeting is suddenly interrupted by the sound of the door, causing Monica and Sayori to turn their heads. The door opens halfway, then stops. A face peeks inside. A face that seems familiar. Lots of silence. Sayori's eyes widened, recognizing the girl. She very conspicuously mouths to Monica. It's her! It's the girl! It's true, the girl standing in the doorway is none other than the girl Sayori had come across reading alone in a classroom. Thanks to Monica leaving a flyer on her desk, it seems she's found her way to the club. Are you here for the literature club by any chance? Am I in the wrong place? No, you're not. This is the literature club. Please come inside. The girl fully steps in the door but continues standing against the wall, avoiding eye contact. Sayori continues to fail containing her excitement. It's happening! Oh my gosh! Thank you so much for coming. Sorry it's a little empty. I'm Monica and this is Sayori. We run the literature club even though it's just us so far. But, what's your name by the way? I'd like to join your club. Already? Wait, really? Are you sure? I mean, I should be good enough. Everyone is welcome here. You don't have to be good enough. Oh. Do you want to have a seat? We'd love to get to know you. The girl nods, sliding over to a nearby desk and gently sitting down. So what's your name? Yuri. I'm Sayori, and this is Monica. Sayori, I already... Nice to meet you. Do you like fantasy? Like books? Yuri looks at Monica. Fantasy is cool. Yes, have you heard of Annabelle DuPont? Or DuPont. Annabelle DuPont. I can't say I have. Oh well, she's my favorite author. I'm on her 5th book and it's just... Yuri grins and presses her knuckles against her cheeks in joy. You can borrow my books, I wouldn't mind. You're really in for an incredible experience. Monica stammers, caught completely off guard by Yuri taking control of the conversation. She glances sideways at Sayori, silently asking for help. I'd love to. It sounds like you're really into them, so they must be great. I'm so happy I found this club. Oh, I'm so stupid. I left all my other books in my locker. I should have brought them. Yuri quickly stands up. I'll be right back. I'll go get them for you. You probably only need to bring one for now. Sayori nervously says that, noting to herself the considerable heftiness of the book that Yuri set down on her desk. True? Okay, I'll go get the first one then. Yuri exits the club room in a flash, leaving Monica and Sayori silently exchanging glances. Oh my god, I wasn't prepared for this. How do I handle someone so intense? I have no experience with fantasy except maybe stuff that I read when I was a kid. That's probably a joke compared to what she's into. I'm sure it'll be fine. In fact, I think it's neat that we have different people who are interested in different kinds of literature. It'll be fun to learn from each other. Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree, but what if this is our only interest? Doesn't it seem kind of like that? Or it's fine, it'll work. Sometimes I read it like how I would feel comfortable reading it, but shoot, what? Monica, don't you think you should be more optimistic? We have a new club member. There shouldn't be room for anything but being happy. I'm excited to get to know her more, aren't you? Yeah, I guess you're right. Sorry for being so hasty. I just got really anxious all of a sudden. Because you're afraid not to be able to... It's because you're afraid of not being able to take the lead. What the heck? It's kind of scary how you can point things out like that, Sayori. I just like learning what makes people happy or sad. Yeah. Hey, do you know what? You'd probably be great at helping Yuri feel comfortable here. Maybe you could take a break from helping me with the administrative stuff and just focus on spending time with her. Yeah, that's exactly what I want to do. Besides, Sayori lowers her voice. I'm probably gonna need all the time I can get. She taps her finger against the dauntingly chunky book Yuri left sitting on the desk. Right afterwards, the door opens to reveal Yuri's return. I'm back. Her breath is slightly heavy, which combined with her short time gone, indicates she may have ran at least part of the way. She makes her way back over to Sayori and sets the book down on her desk. Just as Sayori feared, the book Yuri brought for her is just about equal in size to the one already on Yuri's desk. She's not used to reading long books or something? Well, there are probably a few things you should know before getting started on it. There's some things that are more explained in other books that take place in the same universe, So going over those would be good to keep you from getting confused at the start. And I gotta turn this down just a little bit more. I like the music, but hope you guys can hear me alright. Siri nervously interjects. Well, I was thinking that maybe today we could just get to know each other a little bit more. You know, I think like if we're gonna be reading together, then it would be like Okay. I stumbled that. From across the room, Monica smiles and nods at Sayori while Yuri isn't looking. Oh, okay. Yuri sits down, then looks at her book, and glances around the room, showing no indication that she has anything more to add. So what made you decide you wanted to join the club? Well, I like reading, so I was immediately interested. I had no idea that someone was starting a literature club, but that's my fault, since I haven't been paying attention to any of the club recruitment advertisements. I only found out because Yuri glanced over at Monica. Monica? Monica came into my classroom and put a flyer on my desk. Suddenly, Yuri's face darkens as she shakes her head at herself. I was so stupid. I got too nervous and couldn't even look up, so she just walked out. It took me several days to just come here because I was afraid that Monica told everyone how inconsiderate I was, but I decided that it was probably irrational. Wait, no, that was totally my fault. I felt so bad about interrupting you that I just walked out. I was actually really hoping that you'd come by. Yuri exhales in relief. I always seem to interpret things as the worst possible scenario. Well, I was really nervous to come here for some other reasons too, such as there being too many people. Not that I mind that much, but I have a really hard time having to meet a large number of new people at once. So it's actually amazing that it's just two of you. I definitely came at the right time. Oh, that makes me so happy. I'm proud of you for working out the courage to come. Yuri smiles warmly to herself. I've never really had the privilege of sharing my interests with others before. It's so hard to find others who are into the same things I am, except online. So I thought the literature club would provide a chance for me to do that. What kinds of things are you into? Like genres? I don't know, just anything, even if it's not literature. Oh, just things you would think are dumb. Sarah pauses, a look of concern on her face. How about I tell you something I'm into, and then you can tell me about something you're into? I suppose that would be okay. Okay. Well, I'm pretty into, crafty things. Like making cute little collages or decorating things like cards or jewelry boxes. My room's always cluttered with random stuff because I keep buying things to make gifts for all my friends. But then I put it off till the last minute. So yeah, that's something kind of silly that I'm into. You sound quite creative. Not that much. It's just that you'd be surprised at how much you can do with scissors and glue and stuff. So I have to share something that I'm into now, right? Siri nods. Well, I guess I'm into nature. I love nature. Monica, I'm gonna start a nature club. No, you're not. You're stuck here with me now. That's funny. I'm not. Oh, yeah? Well, I hereby appoint you as vice president of the literature club. There, now you're stuck with me. Hey, don't give me responsibilities. Oh, I'm sorry, Yuri. I interrupted you. Go ahead. It's fine. Yuri pauses, feeling awkward after having gotten cut off. I like going out into the woods or to the park. Just places where you can walk or sit and not have any people around. It's peaceful. Just nice to remove myself from everything that matters and let my racing mind operate autonomously for a while. When do you like to do that? It just depends on my mood. After school, on the weekends, whenever I feel like I need it. It also sounds like me with doing YouTube. It's kind of like whenever. I know that's not how in terms of YouTube, I know that's not how you're supposed to do it. You're supposed to come up with a schedule, but that sounds exactly like the way I do YouTube. Wow, I feel like I would never have time to do something like that. I find that we have a lot more time than we think we do if you don't let it slip through your fingers. The three continue their conversation, led primarily by Sayori, but with Monika chiming in every now and then as well. Monika had intended... Sorry. Hey, it's 5 o'clock already, jeez. Monika had intended to leave it to Sayori and focus on her own work, but she found it difficult not to join in. Before they knew it, the end of the day was upon them once more. Oh, it looks like we should be wrapping up for today. So are you two going to be started on that book the next club meeting? That's the plan. I'm so excited. Sayori beams, Yuri collects her things. Once packed, Yuri wordlessly waves to Sayori and Monika with a gentle smile. Bye! As Yuri exits, Sayori enthusiastically returns to her farewell. Once again, Sayori and Monika are left in the club room. Sayori, you are a lifesaver. I didn't do anything. I just talked. Still, besides, it's really lifting my mood. It feels really nice when I can put my energy towards other people like that. She was really excited to be included, you know? It made me happy. Well, there's no doubt in my mind that she'll have a great time here with you, engaging her. How are you feeling about starting the book with her next meeting? I'm kind of scared, but I think she'll be happy as long as I'm trying my best. I think you'll do great. After the surprise of a new club member, it seems like everyone has their spirits lifted, with something new to look forward to. Another school day ends. Swallowing her anxiety, Yuri makes her way to the club room. Wait, hang on. Oh, okay. I just want to... So... I got confused for a second. So the school day ends so the club is starting. Okay. Solving her anxiety, Yuri makes her way to the club room, expecting to be the last one to arrive. As she opens the door, she's surprised to find only Sayori in the club room. It's club time again. Monika went to the computer lab, so it'll just be us today, okay? Is that okay? Yuri silently nods, unable to make eye contact. I'm sorry about yesterday. Sayori tilts her head, unsure of exactly what Yuri is talking about. Well, I mean the way I got overly excited to share my books and how you had to stop me so we could talk first. It was so inconsiderate of me. I got too excited and forgot to think about everyone else in the club, so... Yuri, you didn't do anything wrong. I thought it was cute how excited you were. Huh? Well, still. I think I changed my mind about the book. We don't have to read it. Huh? Why? Because I know that you were just humoring me anyway. In retrospect, it's rather obvious that nobody was truly interested. But if you like it so much, then it must be worth sharing. I've already decided I'll join the club, so you don't have to try so hard to entice me. That's not what I was doing. A moment of uncomfortable silence stretches between the two of them. Well, the thing is, we don't even have any club activities yet. I mean, Monika and I have just been working on recruitment stuff mostly. So it just sounded like something fun that we could do together, reading your books. You know, like, as a club activity, that would be okay, right? Why am I being so resistant to this anyway? It's exactly what I wanted in the first place, and you're being so nice about it. I really don't know what's wrong with me. I'm sorry for being like this. You don't have to apologize. Just tell me if there's anything I can do to help you feel more comfortable here. Suri pulls her desk up against Yuri's and sits next to her. The book in question is already on Yuri's desk. Peering over, Sayori reads the cover of the book. Dusk Bell. Part 1 of the Everlast Saga. Hey, Dusk Bell, my Annabelle. Sorry, I'm ready now. Alright, I should probably get some paper. Yuri grabs a spiral notebook of hers and tears out a few sheets of paper. Wait, how come you need paper? Oh, it's useful to draw things out sometimes. Like maps, timelines, family trees, or just for taking notes. Oh, so Yuri is really into this. Like, I thought... So... It seems like she likes doing... Like, kind of analyzing the book more. Because I thought she was just really into books, like reading. I know a lot of people like that. I know a lot of people that just love to read all the time. So... That's what I thought Yuri was like. But she likes to go even further. She likes to analyze it, kind of understand like what the book is trying to talk about. That's just what I'm thinking. But no, I mean, yes, that's an effective strategy. Exact. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Okay. Exactly. I'm sure it'll be especially helpful for someone new to the genre. Sayori's joke flew completely over Yuri's head, but thinking about it, she decides that it's probably for the best that it did. Well, I'm not used to having company through this, but I'll try to help make it as accessible as possible. I trust you. You're like super smart. Oh please. Yuri tries to dismiss the compliment, but she can't hide her smile and light blush. You can't generalize intelligence. I'm only smart in the things I have a lot of experience with. Contrarily, I'm awful at anything involving real people. That should be evident through enough from the 2 days I've spent here so far. So in my eyes, it's everyone else who comes off as smart. Especially you. No. Sayori rubs her shoulder against Yuri's. You're such a sweetheart when you're not being shy. Anyway, would you like to get started? Okay. After the minor diversion between them, the two get back on track with their planned club activity. Yuri begins to guide Sayori through the basics of the fantasy world that her story takes in place. The more of it she details, the races, the factions, history, elements of magic, the more questions Sayori seems to have. I wonder what kind of book she... Like, I know it's fantasy, but I wonder, like... I wish you got to see, like, what story it was. Like, what... You know what I mean? Like, more behind the story. I know it said, Dusk Bell. That's the story, but... I wish you had to, like, see parts of it. It'd be cool. But despite Sayori's expectations, Yuri eloquently guides her through it in a way such that it's fun to follow along. It becomes evident that the world-building aspect of the story, not just the story itself, is one that Yuri finds her passion leaning towards. How do people come up with this stuff? It's like the exact opposite of the kind of writing that I do. What kind of writing? Oh, like poetry and stuff like that. The things I write are just putting down the feelings that come into my head, you know? But this is like, there must be so much planning and hard work. That is true. I know that just because I've said throughout this Let's Play, I plan on being a game designer when I get into college and stuff. So I've started writing a story, kind of. It takes a lot of planning. I don't even have the full story written, so I'm scared. I have so much planned in my head, but I don't actually have it like down on paper. I have like a timeline, but that's it. Alright, shoot, where was I? Sorry, I paused for a second. But yeah, there's a lot of planning in it. Maybe it would be funny because I legit put so much work into it. Like you'd have to meet me in person to know like what my story is about. Because I have told to my friends like what it's gonna be about. Actually, for any people watching this who are big into writing and stuff, or want to be like big writers, an easy way to start off a story is basically start with a main character and then put yourself into the main character. So like everything about you, put like, you can put your name, like it could be exactly you. You can put some parts of you, like your personality or the way you look, and then go from there. That's how I found it, because the main character is based off me. Actually, it is me, but fantasy me. But any people like that, that's a good way to start off a story. And it can turn into a really great story. I've told all my friends like the basics of the story that I have written, and they said it was really good. So that's an easy way to start one if you're interested. But this is like, there must be so much planning and hard work. You're into poetry. I think there's an appendix that includes some of the kingdom's written works, like poetry and folk songs. No way. Yuri giggles, filling Sayori's heart with happiness when she realizes it's the first time she's heard Yuri laugh. It means Yuri must be having fun. Anyway, I think we can get started reading now, if you're ready. Okay, but I can't read very fast. Oh, that's fine. I'm very patient. Patience is something I pride myself in. I see. Sayori jots Yuri is patient into her notes. Hey, that's for the book. I'm just kidding. But I'm kind of glad you're patient, because I need that sometimes. A lot of times. Sayori flips through the first few pages of the book, getting past the table of contents. Okay, chapter 1. The room becomes silent as the two of them begin to read. But the silence only lasts for a moment before Sayori speaks up again. What does vindicated mean? Vindicated, I want to say that means, like, destroyed, or something like that. Broken. Oh, no? Okay. Maybe I was thinking of... I might have been thinking of a different word. But I thought it was... Oh, well, in this context, it essentially means that he was proven innocent. It's okay to ask questions, right? I thought... Vanquished, that's the word I was thinking of. Okay, that means destroyed or whatever. I was thinking of that word. I was like, that doesn't sound right. But my dad's watching Bob's Burgers upstairs, and I was like, oh, that's the name of like one of the drone helicopters. But no, it was the Vanquisher. So I was like, okay, never mind. They're right. It's okay to ask questions, right? Of course. Sayori turns the page. Are these footnotes? A lot of the dialogue has cultural references that require explanation to be understood. The two continue reading. Yuri's relaxed expression remains unchanged. Meanwhile, Sayori's expression grows tense as she tries to make her way through the dense text. Up until now, their expectations have been reversed, with Sayori easily navigating social situations and Yuri struggling in them. But the tables have turned. Wait, are they talking about the past right now, or the present? Where? Right here. They're talking about the past. These paragraphs are describing the flashback that Barnes is having. But they didn't tell me that. It's implied from the context. Sayori rubs her temples. The two of them continue with Sayori asking fewer questions. She begins to understand the value of the notes as she finds herself referring to them somewhat often, and even adding to them. But her reduction in questions comes not from her getting used to the reading, but rather from her fearing that she'll come across as stupid. Unless Sayori reaches the end of the chapter. I think we can stop here for now. Okay. Sayori takes a deep breath and closes what little of a book she's gotten through so far. So what are your thoughts up to this point? Sayori tries to find words. Am I doing well so far? I'm not sure I understand. Well, I don't know. When it takes me so long to read and understand things, it makes me feel really dumb. But I really like how into it you get. It makes me want to keep going and keep doing my best so I can see it the way that you do. The relaxation in Yuri's expression fades. I see. Yuri quietly gathers her things. We can continue tomorrow, right? Yuri pauses, then shakes her head. We can do something else tomorrow. But... I'm sorry. Wait, sorry for what? I don't understand. I'm sorry. I don't want to do this anymore, that's all. I'm sorry that I made you... Yuri leaves. You are making me... Sayori is left alone with her words. How did this happen? We were having fun just a second ago. It's my fault. I said something stupid and it hurt her. I should have just told her that I enjoyed it. Monica trusted me with this. It's the only thing I'm good at, and I still messed up. What if she doesn't want to come back? Drowned in guilt, Sayori stares blankly at her desk, spread with notes. The book sits next to them. Right. If she wasn't coming back, then she wouldn't have left the book here, right? Unless she just forgot to take it with her. This is horrible. Was it really because she thought I was enjoying our time together? She thought I wasn't enjoying our time together? Or maybe she wasn't enjoying our time together because I'm not good at it good enough. I probably let her down so much by having trouble following along. Yeah, I'm sure I was smarter. If I was smarter, she wouldn't be having so much more fun. I need to do better for her. So that's it for now. So what did we get? So you got new Yuri. Let's see here. So this is for that. I think okay, so you get these what else do we get? Get any new stuff? Okay, so artwork drawn in Act 1, write poem for different characters for each chapter. Oh, that's funny. She's trying to cook and read at the same time. I mean, she's reading a recipe book, but... This is cool. I love this already. Oh no, I don't. Oh, I clicked the wrong button. Let's see here. So how's that? What do we get for new music? Lavender Mist, I think, is new. What? Oh yeah, we've had Dusk. So these are the original ones. I love these new ones. These new ones are not saying these ones are bad. I'm just saying I love them. They're so good. I think my favorite one is Peachy Pie. That's probably... Yeah, that might Peach Pie might be my favorite one. Okay, let's just see. Do we get any new stuff from that? Or can we open anything? Alright, so I'm gonna pause here for now. But what's this? Oh, okay, I was like, what's that plus at the bottom? I think for now I'm just gonna pause quick and then I'll come back and do part 2. Mail. Wait a minute, that's new. Was mail there the whole time and I didn't see it? It couldn't have been there the whole time. Could it? No, there's no way it was there the whole time. Oh no, I don't think it was, because I'm pretty sure this is definitely shorter, so I think this is a new option. New mail. Alright, well, I'm going to take a pause here. And I'll be back. Well, for you guys it'll be instantaneous, but I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, I am back. Holy smokes, that was way longer than I thought it would take. That was fun though. I went swimming for a bit. Alright, so what are we on for recording time? 40 minutes? Alright. Oh man. I'm still wet from the pool water. I kind of lightly dry off and then just throw my clothes over. Alright, so we were doing the side story. Understanding part 2. For the first time, Sayori is the first to enter the club room. Anxiety courses through her relentlessly. Will Yuri show up today? Sitting at a desk, she stamps her feet in an attempt to calm down. Why am I letting this affect me so much? I'm doing everything I can to make Yuri happy, but my best wasn't good enough. But it was still my best. But I'm letting everyone down. I'm always just a disappointment. Sayori continues to wrestle with herself. Self-deprecating thoughts. I think I'm saying that right. Every tiny noise causes her to lift her head in anticipation of Yuri's arrival. Minutes pass and nobody enters the club room. Not Yuri or Monica. Gosh, I'm so late. Why did I offer to help those other students with their work? I'm such a pushover sometimes. It's going to leave such a bad impression on the new club members. Like Yuri, if I'm not the first one here. Monica rounds the corner, approaching the club room. As she does so, Yuri? Ah. Yuri jumps at the sound of Monica's voice. She's sitting outside the club room against the wall next to the door. Embarrassed, she quickly closes the book she was reading and stands up. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry I'm late. You didn't have to wait outside for me. The door of the club room is open. It's not. Yuri stammers, unable to explain herself. She peers inside the club room through the window, then looks away. Actually, I was just wondering if I could help you today instead. Huh? Me? With club publicity stuff? Yes. Monica's utterly confused. Why is Yuri asking this all of a sudden when she was so eager to spend time with Sayori before? Did they not get along after all? Monica looks into the club room herself to see Sayori sitting alone inside. Okay, it's kind of a simple job, but I'd be happy for you to tag along. Me too. Monica is worried, but she finds it difficult to insert herself into whatever conflict that may have arisen. It's a little ironic. She realizes that she could be so conflict avoidant after having been in the debate club. Okay, let's take a walk together. I just have to make copies of this new flyer, then go around to the billboards and replace the old ones with the new ones. Yuri nods, and the two set off. The two walk in silence. Without Sayori, Monica finds it quite difficult to strike up conversation. So, how's everything been going? Fine. That's good. Neither of them follow up with anything more. Monica tenses up at the stinted conversation. How the heck does Sayori do it? Sorry I didn't see you yesterday. I went straight to the computer lab to work on the flyers. Sayori told me. What did you two end up doing yesterday? Just some reading. Oh, I'm glad. It's really starting to feel more like a literature club now. Yeah. It's kind of funny. I felt so intimidated at first when I heard about the kind of reading you were into. But you know, it's kind of stupid of me because I'm just intimidated by things I'm not good at. And it's silly to assume that everyone who comes to the club will just have the same interests as me. But it's so cool that you were able to get Sayori into it. It's like the club is working. I'm really happy about that. She's not into it. Huh? She's not into it. And I'm stupid for forcing it onto her. Yuri falls silent again as if she started her thought but can't figure out how to continue it. Did something happen? Yuri sighs. No, it's just me. Yuri pauses. I'm thinking. A moment passes in silence, then Yuri shakes her head. I shouldn't be complaining to you all of a sudden. Don't be silly, I won't think you're complaining. I just want to make sure you feel welcome. If it's important to you then I can tell you, then you can tell me anything. Well, I do feel welcome. Too welcome, I guess. It's not an issue with the club, it's just an issue with me. So I feel wrong to inconvenience you with it. Monica pauses and thinks. Well, what if we put it this way? It's my job as president to understand the needs of the club members, right? We're going to have all kinds of people joining this club, hopefully anyway. And learning about the diverse needs and interests of everyone will help me come up with club activities that everyone can be happy with. That everyone can be happy with? Not just only some people? Of course. I need to be looking out for everyone. Otherwise, what kind of club would it be? I see. Yuri looks a little more relaxed. It signals to Monica that switching from a sympathetic approach to a pragmatic one was a good choice. Each individual truly does have their own needs. Okay. Yuri takes a deep breath. I'm really a weird and awkward person. I've accepted that about myself. I just don't know how to, connect with other people. How is it so easy for everyone else? How do you just make conversation without any arbitrary topic? I can talk for hours about the things that I'm into. Unfortunately, so much that I don't know when to stop. But for anything else, I just have no idea what to say. So I understand that about myself. I'm just not good with people. I can't help it. So it feels like whenever I'm confronted with a new social situation, I'm either ignored or made fun of or taken pity on. And Sayori falls into that third category. She what? Hold on. You're saying that Sayori is taking pity on you? Yuri nods. I just want to be treated like a normal person. If you don't like me or you don't connect with my interests, then just tell me. I can accept that and move on. Sayori is too nice to me. I'm so stupid for not realizing that she would just go along with whatever I pushed onto her. Nobody deserves to put themselves through that kind of discomfort just because they pity someone weirdo. Some weirdo who doesn't know how to make friends. It's the worst feeling. I hate it. Yuri's sharp words cut through the tense air. Somewhere in the middle of the conversation, the two stop short in the hallway, prioritizing the conversation over their original task. Monica looks at Yuri. Yuri only looks down with her fists clenched. I think you should tell her that. I could never say that to someone's face. It's pathetic. Sayori is different. Making people happy is the most important thing to her. I'm sure that's all she's trying to do. So if you're able to explain to her what makes you happy, then she'll do anything to make it happen. That's the problem. What kind of friendship has one person always trying to cater to the other person's weird needs? I'm sorry, I'm making myself sound so... No, I think I'm starting to understand. Monika hesitates to finish her thought out loud. It's something that Sayori would be able to say better. Sayori is someone who will give anyone however much kindness they need in order to smile. But Yuri, who has difficulty accepting kindness, must be driving Sayori to be even more assertive in her kindness, further exacerbating the matter. I'm doing my best to pronounce something. Neither person is to blame, but it's an issue that can't be resolved without them understanding each other's better. Sayori wants to be your friend. I promise that. It's okay for different people to have different needs. I mean, Sayori, she has her own needs too. But good friends work together and can be what they need for each other. You just have to have good communication to talk about it. I don't have good communication. Yuri stops and shakes her head. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that. My head is it's so resistant to everything. I'm pushing such a kind person away from me because of it. Yuri pauses to think. I'm so tired of this cycle I'm creating for myself. I think I'm so afraid of people pushing me away that I just push them away first. How thoughtless and immature of me. Yuri takes a deep breath and exhales. I didn't mean for this to turn into a whole venting session, but I understand now that I just need to communicate with her. You're totally fine. It's for the club, remember? You're just helping make the club a better place for everyone. Yeah. Yuri falls silent again. She looks like she wants to say something. This kind of critical thinking is something that I'm really bad at. About people. So thank you. Anytime. Monika smiles at Yuri. For just a moment, Yuri finds it in herself to meet Monika's gaze, returning a shy smile of her own. Yuri and Monika finish replacing the old flyers with the new ones. More accurately, Monika mostly did the work while Yuri followed along. But as the clubroom once again draws near, so does Yuri's confrontation. I can't do this. Yes, you can. It'll be great. Yuri sighs and shakes her head. I'm never going to feel confident enough. I just have to do it. If I don't do it now, I never will. Yuri starts towards the door, but then turns to face Monika. You're not just going to wait outside, are you? I can take a walk. Oh, wait, what was that? Want me to get you a coffee or something? Actually, I prefer tea. Yeah, did I read something wrong? Okay. I like to make my own, though, so please don't worry about it. Although I suppose that one downside of reading here in the club, that's one downside of reading here in the club than at home. I don't get to drink tea while reading. Sorry, I guess that has nothing to do with this. Now that you mention it, I bet we could get permission to keep stuff for tea in the club room. You can use like an electric kettle to heat up water, right? Would that really be possible? I'll look into it. I think it'd be great. Yuri smiles and nods at the thought. Well, I'll be back in a bit. Good luck. Monika waves at Yuri, then turns around and departs down the hallway as Yuri's smile fades once more. A moment of daydreaming about tea isn't enough to save her from the anxiety of the task that lies before her, but it must be done. Taking one more deep breath, Yuri timidly opens the clubroom door. Yuri? Oh wait, hold on, I'm not done yet. Sayori shuffles a bunch of papers around. Yuri stammers, her word suddenly caught in her throat. At the moment, she realized how Sayori has been spending her afternoon. I wasn't expecting you to come today. I was really hoping to make it all the way through the next chapter first. But I got most of the way through it. And look, Sayori holds up a sheet of paper. It's a page of notes beautifully produced with indentations, categories, and even color coding. As Yuri sees it, her expression shifts from anxiety to despair. I was afraid you were getting disappointed in me, so I've been trying really hard. Stop. Yuri presses her fists against her forehead. Please stop. I can't take this. Yuri? Sayori's voice quivers in shock after having received the exact opposite response she was expecting. I'm sorry. Sayori looks away in guilt. Did I do something wrong? I don't understand. So if I did something wrong, please tell me. Yuri shakes her head. No, it's me. I keep putting myself in these situations where people are afraid to treat me normally. If you don't like this kind of reading, it's okay. Please just tell me. I don't need to be treated differently just because I'm weird. But I don't treat you differently. I just want my friends to be happy. So I thought that if we did something together that you really like. I don't want your pity. Why did I do that? Yuri sinks to her knees. Her voice squeaks. I'm sorry. Tears of guilt and self-loathing begin to stream down her face. This isn't how it was supposed to go. Why is it so hard to just articulate your thoughts? Why do you end up pushing everyone away from you? Yuri's mind pounds with internal accusations as she shuts her eyes, unable to face Sayori or the rest of the world. She should leave, just escape from here. But before Monika sees her like this, and before Sayori tells Monika what she did, but before Yuri can put any strength into her legs, she feels a warm pair of arms gently wrap around her from behind. Oh, that's cute. It's okay, Sayori whispers in a soothing voice. It's okay. It's okay. Overcome by despair, Yuri finds herself unable to protest or pull away from Sayori's kind gesture. Yuri sniffles, breathing heavily through a clenched throat, trying with all her willpower to control herself. I understand that the things you're feeling in your head are different from the things you're trying to say. I know that must be what you're feeling right now. I promise I understand that. So I'll give you as much time as you need. When you're ready, just tell me your feelings, and we'll talk about them together, okay? Yuri sniffles again and nods her head. She gives herself a minute to compose her thoughts, then speaks while steadying her voice. I think that I've gotten so used to people being weirded out by me that it feels like anyone who's nice to me is just doing it out of pity. I'm so horrible with people, so it makes me not want to believe that someone can actually like me for who I am. Yuri pauses, but Sayori doesn't interrupt. Rather, she waits for Yuri to continue. I got so excited when I joined the literature club. I thought that it was finally my chance to make friends to my interests, because my interests are the only things I know how to talk about. It's all I've going for me. But then, whatever I catch myself getting overly obsessive in front of other people, it feels like I'm making a fool of myself. I hate myself for it. Ultimately, I just want to be treated like a normal person. But how am I supposed to expect that when I can't behave like one? I just want to learn how to get along with people and stop ruining things for myself. That's all. Yuri finishes her thoughts, feeling more steady after having gotten them out. Sayori, who can feel Yuri's breath rise and fall from beneath her arms, realizes that as well. Thank you for helping me understand you a bit better. You know, you're so great at helping me while we were reading. So I'll help you with the things that you need too. But I feel like it would just be frustrating for you with how much patience I require sometimes. It sounds kind of familiar. I couldn't stop worrying about the whole while we were reading. I was so afraid you would get frustrated with me. But I would never do that. I did my best to reassure you by mentioning how I have a lot of patience. Yeah, I know, but my irrational fears just won't be quiet sometimes. I'm sure it's the same for you, right? Yeah. Irrational fears. Well, you know, there's no way that you could frustrate me because I already like you as the person that you are. I know that you said you have a hard time believing that, but I promise that it's true. You don't have to be a social person for people to like you. I think that you really consider it in your own way, you know? Worrying so much about people's feelings. We're all kind of weird. It's a literature club, huh? Jesus. But it's the best part that we're all different. And we have different interests. Like about the book. I'm reading it because I want to. I promise. That's why I really want. But it's a bit of a struggle. But try not to mistake that for me not enjoying it. I mean, we could never discover new things if we didn't try them first, right? I want to learn the reasons that you love it so much. And in the end, if it's not for me, then I can say that. But I'll be glad that I tried it and learned more about you. Plus, you like super duper smart, and I want that to rub off on me. Yuri fights back a smile at the comment. Already, the heavy atmosphere surrounding her seems to have evaporated through the caress of Sayori's arms. Your hair is so pretty. I always wanted long hair, but I was awful at taking care of it, so I cut it all off. Yuri's tension relaxes. For once, she feels okay with just listening rather than worrying so much about saying the right thing. Sayori, seeing Yuri's comfort, lets her rest. It must be so difficult for her to feel. Jeez, I'm really bad at getting these voices down. It must be so difficult for her to feel relaxed around other people. But if the literature club can make it happen, then it's sometimes something that she deserves to experience. Well then, based on my understanding of your feelings, I suppose I wouldn't mind if we were to continue reading. That's what I wanted to hear. But we can stop at any time. If you truly don't like it, please be honest about it. I won't be offended. Of course. I'm not going to judge anything this early on, though. So we'll just see what happens. Oh, and, it's not good to touch people without their consent first. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable. Oh, you didn't. I mean, I suppose it was kind of nice. I was just saying. I'm back. Monica's back. I haven't seen you in, at all recently. Sayori trots over to Monica. Ah, she whispers loudly. Can I hug you? Sure, Sayori. Sayori wraps her arms around Monica. Oh yeah, Yuri, it might be good to know Sayori can be kind of a hug monster. Hey, don't call me a monster. Artemis is a monster. If he inherits... Artemis is a monster. If he inherits the kingdom, it could spell disaster. Yuri laughs. Monica, perplexed, looks between the two of them, then smiles. Well, I'm glad you've been enjoying your reading so far. It's like our first real activity is the literature club. How about that? Well, you've been so patient with exploring my interests. I think that it would be inconsiderate of me not to return the favor to you and learn about the things that you like. Yes. Do you like poetry? Yuri smiles. Oh, cool. So wait. Finish the side story, Understanding 2. I want breakfast. I believe in you. You are my sunshine. Haiku sonnet. Egg crust. She must not like those. Math thing. Study for... My goodness, Sayori has so many thoughts. So it's like everything that goes inside of her head. Holy smokes. Yanni. I can't think of an I word. Silly, awesome Yanni. Could write intelligent. Oh, this is so cool. So I unlocked... Did I just unlock that one? Of course I unlocked this one too. Is there key? This game is cool. This game is so cool. Okay, so it's kind of right. So the next person is gonna be Natsuki. So which one? Piece by piece. Sounds like a it sounds like a Minecraft song, strangely. Sounds like the main, like, not saying it is, it's just, it sounds similar to it. I feel bad. I feel so bad that you guys didn't get to hear the audio from that first, side story, because I just realized now, because I recorded episode 2 with OBS 2, that one also didn't have audio from the game. This song is so good. I love it. It's funny too, because I just remember geeking out about the music a lot, and I was geeking out about the music, but you guys couldn't hear anything. This is kind of funny. But this is like one of the main songs. I think Dusk was also in there. Okay, so real quick, I'm gonna go through the files, just see, did anything else pop up? Wait a minute. Oh, 5-4, yeah. Well, what is this? This one's Lavender Mist. Playlist. So, let's see. So I take... I'm sorry. I take... This is going to be Natsuki, and this is going to be Monica. But I wonder what all these are. So these are the side quests. So I take... These are from the game. And then these after side quests, secrets. I never did check. Was I able to open any of these new files? Okay, these characters are all here. Am I able to open any of these files? No, I probably won't be able to open the saves ever because these saves just represent like your in-game ones, I think. Yeah. But I still don't know what that's about. It's definitely a Matt Pat, you got a theory. Someone get Matt Pat on the phone. You got some theories and file copy test from disposable drive to think. Drive card. So for background notes, we have I'm not sure if Ro is someone. But we have Paula, Ray, Rhea, and then Ro. There's got to be more to like the after story. System. Can I open any? I know I can open tower keys, but can I open any of these? Wait, hang on. Are there more files here? Set map. Thing is, what does this mean? I don't know what this all means. So we got, yeah, I just want to check again. I probably won't be able to open any of them. 501. I'm also curious if there's any new ones for completing the side quest. Or side story. I'm used to saying side quest just because that's what I used to call them. Or I'm used to calling them. Alright. If I find any more, I'm gonna have to break out the screw and start writing some more numbers still. Oh, that's funny. There's gotta be something to that though. To like. Can I? Oh, open. Oh, okay. Delete. Did I have that? Did I have that option before? Or did I not see it? Wait, hang on. So. .501. I just want to go back because I swear I've clicked on it and did I just not see it? Huh. Only concern I have is if you delete it. There's probably not a way to get it back, so I don't know if I want to do that. The secure directory. It still just fascinates me. And the mail, was that there the whole time? So I was wondering earlier how you deleted stuff in game, but I guess so Monica's character file has the most stuff in it. I swear these weren't here before, though. I swear they weren't. Interesting. Okay, well, I think this episode's gone for quite a bit now. We're at 1 hour and 16, so I think I'm just gonna end it there. Hope you guys enjoyed the music though. The music is so good. I legit enjoy the music. If they release like a music album or something, I might actually legit buy it because this is good. I like the music. Because I like cheery EDM music. And that's kind of what this is a little bit. It's got a more classic vibe to it too, so. But yeah, I think that's it for now. We're getting into some stuff, I think, because we unlocked the mail. I think that was new, from what I could tell. Just curious if shoot, that didn't screw up the recording, did it? Okay, we're good. VSync. I wonder, I mean, I'm curious to why. What if he did? Not saying that this is going to change anything, but I'm still curious. And 35% collected. Oh, what's this one? Sorry, they're so good. They're so good. I love these songs. It gives me a Pokemon vibe too. Like a town theme. Anyway, I'm done geeking over stuff. I think that's it for now for messing around with like the files on the computer and the story. So yeah, I'm gonna end it here before it gets any longer. Next episode we have more DDLC, not the side quest. We're gonna show our poem to Natsuki that we wrote, and then we'll open the side story for her, and then the rest of it will be pretty much just playing through the rest of the game. And yeah, pretty much just playing through the rest of the game, seeing what the rest of the game holds for us for secrets. There's definitely stuff there. You guys can definitely see there's other files, and I don't know what the whole genetic model thing, rocket boat, whatever that was.
There's definitely something else going on here, and I think we'll get into it later into the game. But for now, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Doki Doki Literature Club, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.